And we're back. Mm. Um, I can't run music on this one. I never sound like I'm hushed. It's because I'm not actually home right now. I'm streaming on the go, and I need to listen out to hear if my daughter wakes up. So yeah. That being said, I'll still try and talk through the lines. The next fight we've got is the double battle. I actually had this and the next two fights afterwards. I think I had all the fights to Hell Room prepped originally, but the fucking lost the floatzel means that we can't do that anymore. And it was especially annoying because like I really liked the line we had with Floatzel, but I also really like this one. So Glycopod. Um, who's the other one? I should know this. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. There he is. Okay, lots of pre-damage on this. He's still going to be at 67. Salamence is in slot one. Let's get the items. So Salamence needs the Life Orb. Caracosta. Don't think he needs it, but we'll give it anyway. Roastberry. Roastberry. I'm not going to put the citrus berry on Glycopod because I actually don't need him back in. The problem is that in the original line, we banked on him being able to come in twice because we were able to. This will make sense in a minute. He's going to take a solar beam from Jumpluff, and what's beautiful about the range of solar beam is that it always triggers crit. Sorry, it always triggers emergency exit, and a citrus berry will always bring us over. And the max roll crit for solar beam that lines up with the minimum, the maximum HP we can have for min roll, they both align perfectly so that if he did max roll crit, like, so what I mean is I've waffled there, but if he was to low roll, we would be one below the range of emergency exit, so it would trigger, obviously, then citrus procs, and we go way above. We basically get back to full health at that point. Whereas if he solo beam crits, the citrus berry also brings us above the emergency exit range as well by one. So it really is, as a maths nerd, sorry, I'm not American as you can tell. Um, yeah, I just found that quite poetic, I guess. I need pre-damage on all three of these. We haven't got the item on Dragapult. I mean, I'm assuming it's Dragon Fang. I don't actually remember. So let's put that on. Dragon Fang. Not turquoise, but so 118, 178, and 180. They need about the same. And the Caracosta needs loads more than that. As I'm reading down, it's 180 and 178. So he's 14 and he's 12. I've gone too far again. Why do I do this every time? Right, give me six more. That was actually six. I mean, I kind of want to avoid burning orange berries. Let's just go a little bit more over the top. I went one too fucking far. My God. All right, let's just do one, and then that's Armor Star, and then let's do. All right, let's do eight more for Caragast. My God, I'm so bad at this. Eight more for Caracosta. Fuck off. This is so stupid. Uh, three more for Galactopod. And fuck it, I'll just ban Norrenberry because they line off. I like Norrenberry. I don't. No, it's an Norrenberry friend. Two antidotes. I imagine Larbridge might sell them. And then potions for Galexapod, two of them. Okay, the reason I've done this in the Pokemon Center and not just allowed it on the way is that I also need to paralyze. I mean, I actually don't need to if he's not coming back in, but we may as well. Already. Um, this is probably famous last words as ever, and I really need to stop doing this. But this is probably the most riskless fight I've got in the whole of Magma Hideout. There's a little bit of risk on every other fight, at least. I think this one's just free, but I'm kind of excited to talk through it because I'm really happy with how we've set this out. It took me a while to come up with the Floatzel line, and then I was really happy with where we got with it. And then Floatzel died on a fucking misclick. This is it, isn't it? Which adds up. It's fine. 118, 178, 180. Not in that order. Roseberry. Yeah, yeah, we're good. Okay. Now, won't get to show this off, but on the Floatzel line, Ninetales didn't see a kill into either. We poisoned the Floatzel, and what was going to happen is he was going to fake out Executor. Ninetales didn't see a kill, but he does see that Salamence has Flamethrower, so he uses Imprison. Basically wastes his turn, because I know he's going in prison, so I then, with the fake out, dual wing beat and kill Executor. The difference here is that we can actually just use Flamethrower, because Ninetales sees a kill. So, standard double stuff. Put a pin in that Imprison idea though, because that should be coming up later. Okay, Jumpluff has got Focus Sash, but Dual Wing Beat does not give a fuck about that. So this is what I was talking about before with the Solar Beam. He ejects him, and you can see that it's just about below. He really low rolled that, just below the 109 threshold. It needs to bring him down to 109 or less. So he's basically he could only have hit one less on that Solar Beam. He's going for Scorching Sands at the moment, which is ironically also his best move into Armor Star. Raspberries for that. And then we dual wing beat kill. Now Armor is baiting a kill into Ninetales and the incoming Arcanine. Again, only with Scorched Sands because Flamethrower, despite being Fire Gem boosted, is quad resisted. Despite the intim, we are just going to go for another dual wing beat into Arcanine, and you guessed it, we are protecting on Armor Star. I really don't care what Arcanine's going for because he's just going to die now, and now we can Draco the Arcanine, and we can switch Armor Star out on Scorching Sands to Pidgeot, who's immune. Arcanine goes down, free turn. It's now 2v1. I'm almost certain that what he's doing here is imprison because he doesn't see a kill into either. But just in case he wants to go for Flamethrower, and I guess if he was going Flamethrower, he'd be going for it on Armor Star. So we should really put Caracosta in that slot and put Armor Star in the slot. We're going to switch in both fossils. Now, obviously, they're both pre-damaged to the right. Yeah, okay, see, here we go. Anyway, Armor Star anyway. At least he didn't fucking burn. Okay, let me think about this. He now... I don't think he can see a kill. It's quad resisted. Give me one sec. Ninetales. I say that I doubt anyone's actually watching this right now, but if anyone watches it back, I just think it's good practice to commentate on everything I'm doing anyway, as if I'm talking to an audience. No fire gem now, but the sun is set. That's implied by drought in the calc anyway. On Armor Star, thankfully didn't burn, but we tried to predict where he was going with that flamethrower. Now flamethrower without the gem, 37. I think I'm 39, is it? No. I mean, it's a little bit annoying. We need to bring in Pidgeot first. And like a burn on Pidgeot doesn't really matter. I think what we do here is we bring in Pidgeot. It doesn't matter. Yeah, because he's never going to kill Salamence. All right, we bring in Pidgeot there and we protect there. Should be going Scorching Sands anyway. He does. There's a slim chance he can go for Flamethrower on that slot, which is why I'm a bit dubious. We Hurricane Ninetales and we switch him out into Salamence. Hurricane's going to do just over half consistently. Scorching Sands, perfect. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted to happen. What I wanted to show off there was that because Ninetales didn't see a kill into Salamence and Pidgeot when they were originally out, not now, he should have gone in prison then and just wasted his turn. But he didn't do that, and we knew that there was a chance he could have used Flamethrower, which is why we were going to both the fossils and not just staying in because it would have done decent damage. Pidgeot's going to kill, and we're going to send in Dragapult for free. And now this is just like the freest fucking end game to this because we just kill both with a double up. He is Draco Meteor because Miltank's quite busty. Big defense. Well, he's bulkier overall. I don't think that's true. I don't know where we landed on that, but it doesn't even really matter because this kills. And there we go. I mean, now that I think of it, it is just pretty standard double stuff. I think it would have looked better if we'd have correctly called DM in prison, but it is what it is, man. Okay. Next one. In the back of my mind, I'm also thinking where I want my encounter. Now, originally, I was looking and thinking Lilligant, because the best encounters are in Hell Room, but if I'm being honest, I've already got everything I would have wanted as a Hell Room. The only thing that did intrigue me is in the final two rooms, you can get like Aggron and Steelix, which are quite cool. Um, but like in any room, there's like duds as well. Like, yeah, it'd be cool to get like a Cyndaquil in the last room, but is he really useful to me at all at this point? Like, you can get the Hisuian Typhlosion, but I don't know, man. Like, I'm not even paying attention to what I need for this. Oh, we've listed all the mons there at the bottom, haven't we? I have none of them, as in not in the team. I obviously have all of these. Arcanine, Electrode, Ursaluna, Hydreigon, Primarina, and then move Blaziken. Where's Primarina? Primarina, move Blaziken. Let's do the items. Hey, I don't think we need any pre-damage for this one, but we do need pre-status. That's easy enough though, isn't it? Okay, Hardstone on Arcanine. Charcoal. Felt like I'd used that more recently. And you, Life Orb on Electrode. Pearson Berry on you two. And it's the Citrus Berry. In an ideal world, we don't even use the Primarine on this fight, but it's possible. Ben. Luna. All right, let's go. So the bullshit in this fight is specifically just on Electrode. I think with his bright powder, 10% chance that we need to play around some shit. There's definitely a lose condition in this one, which is a little bit worrying. But it's just not going to happen, is it? Nope. It's kind of hard to write lines on this one. So this isn't a cohesive line, but I kind of know at any given point what we're going to do. Not a bad start. Although, yeah, I figured that'd happen. Shit. No, I think it's fine. Doesn't make a difference. Worst movie could have went for, but it's fine. Is this Delmires? Yeah. All right. Okay. Kind of don't know what he's going for. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because I think Phantom Force out of crit's quite bad. I'd rather just take the burn on Ursaluna and then go back to Ingamawa on something. Whirlpool. Yeah, absolutely fine. Weak as shit, and we can just take him. Absolutely fine. I think this is slow, bro. Yeah, because he sees a kill with Psychic. Ooh, what a happy accident this is. Dark Pulse. Flinch, 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 flinch. Nah. All right. But we can U-turn here. Look at that. Just play ball. Do what you're destined to. And hit this. Called it. Fuck you, you little gobshite. Oh god, that feels amazing. Um, yeah. I mean, I know no one cares about like previous Nuzlocks I've done or anything like that, but like I love Swagger Person, like when it pulls off so well. It's one of the I did a run of like is it Wilton Y, the one that's not Ancestral X. Um, it's not yeah, because it's Eternal X and Wilton Y, isn't it? And then Ancestral X is its own thing. So I did a run of like Wilton Y ages ago. It was like well over a year ago, I think. And like most of times in like double battle situations, I'd use Swagger and Pearson. It literally got me through. Is it Malva the Fire one in the Elite Four? And what's his name? The fifth gym leader, the electric type. I don't know. No one knows the gym leaders' names in Kalos. No one knows that. I've just randomly deposited these. I don't even know what the next line is. Because I don't write down like the lead one. I have no idea who it is. I have no idea. Okay, well, we need Barraskewda apparently. Dragpult, who's burnt. The Lysopod. Revoistas. Inferni. Salamence. The Wildlands and Salamence rings a bell. Oh, we actually needed him. So I was right. Broken Clock Syndrome. Oh, we need Mystic Water for Pieza. We need. Doesn't actually say. And when it doesn't actually say, I'm always just going to assume it's Dragonfang. No, there's a fight where we need him to not have Dragonfang. Is it this one? So it's the Silvally one. See what I mean? I had literally no idea. Flip turn plus that is enough to take the kill, yeah. So Rock comes in. Now, Zorok would not come in. I mean, if we're using Draco Meter, he would. No, with a Ben, I guess he would, but we don't need. How much is Flip Turn doing? I kind of think we need it. Oh, that's in Sun. No, we don't need it. We literally don't need it. Um, okay. So I guess there's no item then. I don't want to kind of fuck with it, and because we know what happens when I tinker with stuff like that. See Vampire Tag. Why am I referencing things that no one knows what I'm talking about? Yeah, the last time I messed with like the line I'd written and I had serious consequences was the Vampire Tag, and I was basically a 25% chance to lose the run from either flinch waterfall or crit waterfall in the final turn. Didn't get it, and we won, but I think what I find fascinating, and I know this is just a run and bun thing or like Pokemon in general, but like if you say to like anyone outside of Pokemon in like the normal world in real life, that's a 75% chance to happen. They'd probably be ecstatic with it. Telling someone in Pokemon you've got a 75% chance you'll win or you'll lose the run. I guess I've answered my own question. That's the point, isn't it? It's the consequences of 25%. It's not 25% you know, just have to do it again. It's a 25% you'll lose the run or lose them on, and that's quite a dire consequence. Is anyone actually listening to me monologue? Because I fucking hope not. Thankfully not. Oh god. On the like almost 0% that someone's watching this on the Twitch VOD, like just fucking oh god. Okay. He needs 10 more and he needs like 26 more. Free. There's like no reason for me to do this here though, is there? And then you need 16 more. Just keep your eye out on that. I reckon that's about, yeah, 7 more. Entrance? One off. Hey, let's do it. It's so silent and unsettling without like music, sound, or anything like that. I can't use in-game sounds because I play on speed up, and after doing Mount Chimney, the tap and fight without speed up, I'm never fucking doing that again because it's so glacially slow. Um, I can't put music in because I can't use my headphones, etc., etc. I think that's why I'm chatting so much shit right now. Just disturbed by the silence. All right, we go Draco Meteor here. Obviously, because the burn's nerfing the attack. That is not Scuntag, it is Zorok. He goes Night Days. Emergency exit triggers, and we switch out. We want to bring in Infernape, who's, I think, slower. Not that it matters. Zorok is frail as shit. I think he's going Earthquake here, if memory serves. And Salamence comes in to drop a Draco. Spates and Skuntank last. And he can't explode anymore. We want to go to Dragapult first. Sludge Bomb. Hard Poison. Not really going to do all that much damage, I don't think. And we go to. I mean, we should have just put a fucking Citrus on him or something like that, but I guess he's still going Dark Pulse anyway. Yep. And now we just take him out with Aura Sphere. Hmm. No, but that was a crit, wasn't it? We're fine. It's not like he has Venom Shock. That's a kill. Okay. One of the things I find fascinating by watching other people's runs of this game really comes into effect in this next fight because I don't think I've seen anyone talk about the I cannot fucking remember Cinderace. That's it. I always wanted to call her Score Bunny. I played Gen 8 casually once, so I really don't know a lot of the Gen 8 mons that are standalone. I only really know Dragapult because of watching other people play this game. Um, Excadrill, Galaxapod, Armastar, Salamence, Arcanine. I think this is a 5-mon line, if I remember correctly. And Hydreigon. So let's basically just get rid of. Did I say Dragapult? I don't think I did. No, I did not. So we need Armastar. I'm a star boy. Excadrill. Arcanine. Like it's just it's this line isn't the longest that it took me to cook for. I'm 32. I do not use words like cook, but there we go. Fucking hell. Anyway, the line itself, well, I mean, I guess with what I'm about to say, it did take quite long, but specifically just Cinderace. I think in terms of any one Pokemon in this entire run, Cinderace has took me the longest to come up with a line for compared to like anyone else. Mad. Because I've never, like I say, I've never really seen anyone talk about him like he's a massive problem. But for me, he absolutely is that. Oh shit, we need to go get the flying gem, don't we? Um, Rock Tomb's a TM, so let's give him that now. It's a repeatable TM as well, which is fantastic. Replace Brick Break because that's flexible. In terms of items, no item on Arcanine. Flying Gem on him, Citrus on him, Roast on him, Soft Sand on him. What does Hydreigon want? I honestly don't know. So let's go Dragon Flying. Genuinely don't think he needs it. But there we go. Okay, I need pre-damage on two of them, but no status. So this is poison on Armastar, and this is poison on Galaxapod. Really feel like if I was even remotely funny, that there's a historical reference or someone who kept getting poisoned, and hey, Galaxapod's like, see what I mean? Nothing. I should have called Galaxapod Litvinenko because he's been poisoned over and over again. Even though Litvinenko got poisoned once, this doesn't really work, and it's not even really funny. Uh, fucking hell. Right. It's somewhere in here or there. I mean, like, yeah, of course it's in like the big, hey, look here. Let's give him that. I'm not actually going to use this flying gem. This is just to scare the shit out of the Cinderace. You might be watching this and thinking, but Cinderace isn't weak to. Eh, well, I think he is. I've not even been watching the HP range, so I'm probably miles out from where I need to be. 148 and 102. You know what? Three off on both. Okay. Full heal on Amistar, 102. Yep. So the 1 and 2 on Amistar, I'm going to go 10 more. One more. Okay. I just, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking like specific HP ranges are like essential in the Elite Four. And if I keep burning through my orange berries, I am not sure I'm going to get many, if any more at this point. So, hence why I'm quite keen to use potions instead, which are replenishable and heal a different amounts, which everyone who's ever played a Pokemon game would know. Um, I think we're good. Rock Tomb, Flying Gem. Yeah, we're grand. All right. Ooh, play rough. That seems good. Here he is. Fuck it, we're fine. All right. Open is free. Found this in about 5 seconds. The problem is that it baits in Cinderace, who kills a lot of shit because he's got acrobatics and he's just used his item. He's gone Pyro Ball, so we go into Amistar, who can't be crit and quite resists. That's what the raw berries for, which I'm now just realizing there was no need for because it's Misty Terrain and you can't be statist, but fuck it. Doesn't need an item anyway. He's now going low kick. I kind of need to take no damage though, so I'm going to go into Glycopod on the low kick, who takes like nothing. See? And we switch out into Salamence. And now you see what the flying gem's for. So, Libro and Protean are very interesting in this game. Cinderace thinks that I'm going to kill him with dual wing beat when I can't, because he's not actually going to go for a fighting move. He's not going to go bulk up. He's not going to go low kick. He's actually going to go acrobatics on his turn because he doesn't have an item, so it's doubled in power. It'll do a decent amount of it will do a decent amount of damage if he crits, because it will get around the fact that Salamence has intimidated him. I know he's going to do that, so I'm going to nail a super effective Rock Tomb. And that's going to set him up to not use bulk up at all. The whole point of the flying gem is because I can kill him, he won't use bulk up, despite the fact that him being quicker means that he'd probably stop me from killing with dual and beat and the flying gem anyway. But I digress. We're going to Rock Tomb here as he goes for acrobatics, lower his speed. He's now gone acrobatics again, but he's slower, and we can switch into Arcanine. Didn't crit. It's amazing, and we can Rock Slide kill because he's still a flying type. He didn't get to switch because he didn't get his move off. It's kind of annoying, almost, seeing just how easy it is once you've actually cracked the code of like finding the right line for a man like Cinderace. Because, like I say, I spent hours, maybe not, maybe not quite 2 hours, but I honestly want to say it was at least an hour figuring them out. We are risking 10-1 explosion crit here, but he didn't. And the knockoff was his best move, so you can imagine that that definitely would have been his best move if he'd have I don't know, Drampa. 142 on Arcanine. What is he beating? Should be psychic, right? Yep, it is 100% psychic. So again, the AI being scared of going for setup when he can see that you can outspeed in two shot or slow kill comes into effect here. I mean, I think a lot of moves with a two shot. The highest max roll of head smash kills Dramper. I'm not actually going for that though. I'm going to switch into Hydreigon, who didn't need that item like at all because he just eviscerates this thing even in. Oh wait, no, I did need that because I forgot about Misty Terrain. We did give him the Dragon Fang. It's not enough though. Well, that's a bit of a misplay. Can't risk going back to Glycopod, but we could go there. Yeah, could really do with him not. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, we've got it. Hyper Voice did get the crit, but it doesn't matter. He only actually sees the kill with Flamethrower. I don't care if he burns. Now we can Draco Meteor kill. Didn't even get quick load. Wouldn't have mattered there anyway. All right, this is the last one before Hellroom. Didn't even look at what we needed. Executor. Oh, Arcanine is there. That's cool. The Lysopod back out. Fine. Glysaur. Just a little waffle there. Hydreigon. This whole thing is about setting the back of the line for Hydreigon to kill. Um, Hi, Breloom. You want to come for a ride? That wasn't meant to sound like Nancy. Yeah, Breloom's coming in case we need to sack something. He's the most sackable man in the box. I will be considerably amazed. I think the only way that Breloom survives all of Magma Hideout is if he doesn't offer anything, because the established sort of, I don't know what to use this word, but it's the right word for it. The established meta, as far as I'm aware, for like a Hell Room is to go sack heavy for tempo, which makes sense. It's a powerful thing, and it means you haven't just got to, you know, only use shed shells and switches and ghosts, of which we have many options. Um, but it's not just a case of sacking mons because it's not straightforward. They also need to do something. So like I have looked ahead at Maxi briefly. Executor's the only mon in my entire box that can kill Groudon, in one turn, and he never dies to crit. The issue I've got is that I'm getting way ahead of myself here. I might lose before then because Tabitha's the fight before that, and we've even got to get through three fights in the Hell Room, and I've not really looked at them at all. But I have a dilemma to make, a bit of a dilemma at that point because we can put a Shed Shell on Executor Henny. He will still kill Groudon. He's a monster, but we'd have to switch out to something. And our planned counter to Tangrowth probably can't come in. Sorry, Tangrowth comes in after Executor kills Groudon, I should have said. Our planned counter probably can't come in at that point. So we may have to sack something there. So maybe that's where Breloom goes. Actually, I don't know. But we've only loosely looked at that. All right, items and then pre-damage. The reason why I'm so keen to save Executor is that like I am And if anyone's watched any of the previous runs, the whole two people I think have ever been on more than one. Um, like I've mentioned this before, I constantly am thinking about who can my unique be if we get to the unique four, the elite four. I don't have that many options, and I think there is a niche and there is a strategy that I've not entirely formulated where Executor can get some kills on Wallace. I was going to kind of touch on what the strategy is, but like I think it's just nonsense. I don't actually think it would work, and like I say, I've not really looked that far into it. You need a citrus. I need to stop just rambling. I'm getting so distracted. Is anyone even on? I mean, he says there's a viewer, but like I can't tell if that's just like OBS. If you are there, hello. It's not in chat live. Okay. Um, Roseberry on him. Arcanine apparently doesn't need anything. Black glasses on Hydreigon. I mean, my thought then around black glasses was I've either used it recently or I haven't used it in ages, which is implicitly mutually exclusive. Those are the two options in any given situation. Like anything. Oh God, thank God no one's watching this. Fucking hell. Again, to repeat what I said earlier, if you are watching us on the VOD, don't. Like, just don't. And don't tell me you watched it on the VOD. I don't want to know that anyone's hearing me talk absolute fucking nonsense. All right, this is Glysaur. Okay. They both need 172. He needs 168. That's a lot. But yeah, so we just need those two. Uh, Glysaur will be first. 6 off. 2 off. Okay. Full heal on you. 6 more for you. I think that was 5. No, that was 6. Cannot fucking count these at all. Every time. I'm always a million miles off. Or, one more than I thought I was. So it's not exactly a million miles off. It's as close as you can possibly be while still being wrong. Let's see. I don't know where I'm going. I couldn't remember if the quick way to get back there is to get the monorail up to the top or to go through the cave. It's probably both. I have no idea. Okay. Where is he up to? Uh, Not bad. 4 off. That was 4. Yes, we got it right for once. Full heal on you. Potion. You would think that there's something there. Is there anything there? I mean, like, I don't even know what room number this is, so it's useless even checking. Oh, fuck off. So I was gonna say I don't even remember who the lead is. I just remember it's a Bright Patamon. Runu, no, don't know how you pronounce it. Arcanine is a pretty good wall to this thing because like even if he doesn't get the kill, like the thing for me is right with Ninjask having speed boost. I use Ninjask in like a recent playthrough of like Fire of the Mega I was doing. Like I was basically doing it with like half the Pokedex bands, but like it was based on like some random person's tier list. Um, and I was basically banning the top half to see if I could do it because like Fire of the Mega is like entry level ROM hack, I guess. To be fair to Drayano, like it's probably the oldest ROM hack. Probably not the oldest, but it's the oldest of one of the more popular ones, I guess. Um, I mean, Ninjax was amazing in that, and Speed Boost was really useful. But Speed Boost was only useful on Ninjax to Baton Pass. It's probably the point, but like, does a Pokemon as fast as Ninjask really need Speed Boost? Like, I'll occasionally look in like a calc in this game and see Speed Boost on like a Scolipede or a Blaziken and think, oh no, not Speed Boost. But I look at it on Ninjask and think, I mean, you basically don't have an ability. You're not going to Baton Pass it. You don't have that. So like you're already quicker. It makes no difference to me. I don't know what he's going for here, but apparently we're switching to Glycopod. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we want to knock off his Quick Claw. Oh no, it's not even Quick Claw, it's Blast Lunge. Roast. Okay. Is he got Quick Draw? Is that why I was saying that? I just it was only about 48 hours ago I wrote this line as well. I just don't remember it. So he's always gone Fire Blast on me there. Well, I'm not Glysaur. Fire Blast crit does 123, so we can go there. Yeah, let's get him into free because I think one of the mons in the back. Yeah, the Cacturne is it. So that's why we want to do that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we want to get Hydreigon in for free because the Cacturne at the back, which will come in last, has Quick Claw, and Quick Claw and Low Kick is sorry, Quick Claw and Low Kick max roll crit doesn't kill us at full, but it will do like 92%. So he needs to be in on full health. All right. Okay. I'm gonna call it that.